Hey everyone, today on Feathers Off-Road we're going to do a dash relocation on a 2021 Honda Talon 4-seater. The speedometer on this car is in the middle from the factory, and there's some great options to move it to the steering wheel. This model, and I will include the link to this in the description below, was created by a guy that I found on Facebook, and kudos to him. This model is great. It has a spot for the live valve stuff up top. Speedometer fits perfect. There's a blank here for the middle of the car, which I'll show. I've already taken off the front part of the hood, but this back part of the hood, there's kind of three other steps. One is we need to remove a few push pins and this mud guard. I got this tool at Harbor Freight. It's great for just popping the heads off of these pins. You don't need to remove every single pin that you see. I think it ends up being 4. Next up is a 5mm hex, and there are 5 of these. And there's 1, 2 there, 3 in the middle, 4, 5 on the side. The final piece are 10mm hex tops. 10mm socket will get these off. There's 4 of these. Each of those mounts into something metal on the frame, and I will just pop those off. At this point, this will just lift right out, and we can see the rat's nest of wires below. Now, a lot of these wires you won't have. The blue and yellow are my winch. I've got a huge relay here for the winch. I've got some key on power stuff, but what we want to focus on is this plug here. This is the top of the wiring harness that we need to actually take out of here. There's not enough slack for the dash relocation. We need to extend 2 wires. While this is open, we need to pop out the live valve. There's a wire plug on the back of this, but once you do that, this needs to pop out on the front side. And the way that you do that is it has these little plastic tabs on either side. They're super tight, and you just have to kind of press one, and I was able to work one side out and then get the other side, and then this pops towards the driver. With that removed, I've also got the speedometer already taken out, which was super hard to film. There's only 3 screws that hold that in there. Taking a closer look at the wiring harness, so if you envision that this is the front of the car and I'm looking towards the driver, this plug, this one here, hooks up to the speedometer, and this works over to the live valve indicator above the steering wheel. All of this stuff goes down into the tunnel. It's cigarette lighter and some other stuff. Now, the 2 wires we need to extend are those 2 short ones, the green and brown, and I've done that here. So if you just snip those, I used a crimp plus heat shrink connection and about, maybe 2 feet of wire, a little less, 1.5 feet. Ideally, what we want to do is move this from the middle of the car all the way over to the steering wheel. So you just need enough slack to do that. You can put all the wires shrink back on. I had to remove a couple plastic clips. Now this piece was harder to show before. This is the back of the speedometer, this larger plastic piece, and then I have the blank with its 3 legs that attach where the old speedometer used to be, and then I've put a ram ball mount through the top of that, and I'll mount a tablet here. 3 screws puts this back on from the front side of the car. I did end up pulling this back off and putting a piece of plywood behind the ram ball because it tore through the 3D print, but otherwise this is very solid now. Next will be to mount the Speedo. This is really simple. It was hard to film. It's just 1 screw. Basically, you pop the speedometer and the live valve through the front of this. The wires come up through the steering column wiring canal and then plug into the back of this, and it's just 1 screw that holds it to the steering wheel. The factory one wasn't long enough. I had to use another 5mm screw there, just a little longer. Kind of looking at it from this view, it's totally complete. The tablet with a medium length RAM extension. I 3D printed this mount for my particular tablet, but really anything that uses a RAM ball will mount here just fine. I've got that charging. I retained my storage bay. It turned out great. The putting back together of the hood and everything is just the same as in reverse. The 5mm screws, the 10mm bolts, the clips. I didn't film it, but it's not too bad. Super happy with how this came out. I'm going to take this to Moab this weekend, get some more ride footage down there. So until next time, enjoy the ride.